Hi friends, welcome to Sri Kruti Maths Academy channel. Today I am going to explain the topic profit and loss. It is one of the important topic for the CTET exams. So first of all, we should learn some basic definitions in this chapter. So that is, first of all, we should learn about what is the cost price. What is the cost price here? Cost price we should write simply as the CP. Cost price. So cost price is the buying price of an article. Example, I am doing a business here, so I will buy the articles or things or objects for the some price. So that price is called the cost price. So it is we can say that here buying price simply. Buying price is called the cost price, and we should know selling price. Selling price means, so in a business we'll buy the article and sell to the customers. So at what cost, if you sell the price, at what cost you will sell the object, that is called the selling price. So in a business, if you buy and sell the objects, we may get the profit or loss. So if the cost price is more than the selling price, or cost price is less than the selling price. If you buy for the more cost and if you sell for the less cost, we obviously get the loss. Therefore, the CP is more than the SP, we'll get the loss only. Therefore, the loss is equal to, that is CP minus SP. The same way, if you buy the object or thing for the less cost and if you buy for the more cost, means if the SP is more than the CP, we will get the profit here. Therefore, profit is equal to SP minus CP. SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price. The same way, loss is equal to cost price minus selling price. So now we should know that what is the profit percentage. Profit percentage is equal, that is the profit by cost price into 100. So when you are finding the profit, we should take the CP as the basic. So we should find out the profit or loss based on the only cost price, and loss percentage is equal to the loss by cost price into 100. So we should keep this formula in our mind, then you can able to find the answers very fastly. So here I will give some basic questions how to solve the problems here. So in that, the first question is, if a merchant buy the article at the cost of 800, that's nothing but the cost price of a object is equal to 800, and he sold it at the cost of 900. SP is equal to 900. So then what is the profit percentage? What is the profit percentage? This is the question here. So without using the formula also we can solve this problem here. So 99% don't go for the formula. You can find the answers without using the formula also. So how I will explain here. Here what is given here. So a merchant bought the article at the 800 and sold at the 900. Means here the selling price is more than the cost price. So obviously here we get the profit only. And what is the profit percentage we asked here? So simply here we should, anything should based on the only cost price. There is maybe loss or profit. So that's why, so take the 100%. Take the 100% as 100% is equal to, take as 800, and it means we are investing the some amount at the cost price. So based on that, how much we get the profit? So then what is the percentage of 900? What is the percent of 900? And if 100% is 800, and it means we are paid the 100% money here. So then how much we get here? How much percent we get here? No? So take that the x is the x percent is equal to the 900 here. So it is the cost price, it is selling price. Always take the cost price as the 100%. So now it is 100% is 800 and we don't know how much percentage become the 900. So to get the x here, to get the x we have to multiply these two which are opposite. That is the 100 into 900 by, should take the 800. So now we should cut the 2 zeros here and we take that here 100 means here we get that 2 4 ja 2 5 ja 10 0. Next 2 2 ja 4 2 25 ja, and here we take that 2 1 ja 2 2 2 ja 4 and we get the 0.5. Here we get 12.5 into 9, it become 9 5 is 45, carry 4, 9 2 is 18 plus 4 22, 2 carry 2, 9 1 is 9 plus 2 11. So we get here 112.5, means here 900 is equal to how much percentage we got here, that is the 112.5. it is the 12.5 more than the 100%. Therefore this is the profit percentage is how much, 12.5. you should take that how much more. If you have the more value, it is the profit percentage. If you have the less, how much we get the less value, that is the loss percentage. So we'll go for the one more problem about the loss percentage. So here, if a merchant buy an article at the cost price of 500 and if he sold it at the cost of 400, then what is the loss percentage? What is the loss percentage? See here, so I told already, take the cost price as 100, means here 100% is 500, then what is the 400% here? So take that this is x percent. Now x is equal to multiply these two, which means 100 into 400 by 500. So now get these two get cancelled here and 5 1 ja 5 8 ja 40 0. Then x is equal to 80%. If you observe here, so 80% is less than the 100% by 20% here. So therefore here we get the loss percent is equal to 20%. So in this way, without using the formula also we can find out the answer here. But when you are writing this method, you should take the one key point here. So take the percentages at the one place and take the prices at the one place. So if you write the percentages here and if you write the prices like this, so take the 100% is 500 and here x percent is 400. So in that way, so if you want the x, multiply these two and then you take the by opposite value. So in that way we can find out the answer here. So we'll go for the some more examples. Here given one question here, that is a merchant bought the object at some cost, that is the CP we don't know, and so at the profit of 20%, by getting the profit of 20%, he sold the object at the 720 rupees. Means here it is the SP, and it means he sold that article at the cost of 720. So by in this trade he got the profit of 20%. So then what is the cost price of the article or thing? So here what is given here, so we don't know what is the cost price is equal to. So let us cost price take as the x, so here x is 100%, means here the 100% is x, and here we got the 20% profit, means so 120% become the cost price, the selling price. What is the 120% become the selling price? It is the 720. It means by selling the article at the 720 rupees, he got the 20% profit. and the cost price is, we don't know, take as x, that is become the 100% here. So now if you want the x, you should multiply these two and by take the opposite one. Now means here take that 100 into 720 by 120. So now here 0 0 get cancelled here, 2 6 are 12 and 2 3 are 6 and 2 6 are 12 again. Next 6 1 are 6 6 are 36. Therefore x is equal to 600. It means the 100% is nothing but 600. What is 100% here? That is nothing but cost price only. Therefore, and here the merchant bought the article at the 600 and sold it at the 700 rupees. Then he got the profit of the 20%. Next problem, given that what is the cost price of an object if he sold it at the 340, if he sold at the rupees of 340, he gained the loss by 15%. Loss by 15%. Here a merchant bought the object at some cost, we don't know what is the cost here, and he sold that object at the 340 rupees. In this trade he got the 15% loss. Then what is the cost price is equal to? So here take that we don't know the cost price, take it as the x. Now we should take that x cost price is 100%, is 100%, and what is it here? He got the loss of 15%, means from the 100% we should remove the 15%, become much here, it become 85%, means he sold the object at the 85% of the cost price only. That's why, so 85% is become 340 only. Therefore what is the cost price? So here a merchant bought the object at the x rupees, it is the 100%, and in this business, and it sold it 340 rupees, and in this business he got the loss of 15%. Therefore he gained the 85% of money of how much he invested. So that's why 340 is the only 85%. Then what is the cost price here? Then x is equal to, should take the these two, multiply here, that is 340 into 100 by 85. So if you observe here, if you divide them, 5 1 and 5 7 35 here, 5 6 30 and 5 8 40, and 17 1 17 4 will get here. Therefore 4 into 100 400. Therefore x is what here? X is equal to 400 here. 400 is the cost price, means here he bought that article at the 400 rupees and sold at the 340 rupees. So in this trade the SP is less than the cost price, that's why he got the loss of 15%. So in that way we can find out the profit percentage, loss percentage, or profit or cost price or selling price, everything by using this formula. This is the method is very simple. We should not use any formula here, just we have to assume that the cost price is 100. So in that, if you get the profit, we should take the 100 plus the profit percentage. If you get the loss, you will take the 100 minus the loss percentage. In that way we have to assume you can solve the problem. Thank you. Here we have the one more example, that is, when an article sold at 340 rupees, a trader got 30% loss. That find selling price to gain 40%. Simple, it's very simple problem here. So by selling a article at the 340, he got the loss of 30%. By the selling of at the 340, he got the loss of 30%. Same way, to get the 40%, at what cost he has to sell the article. Simply here see, so by selling at the 340 got the loss of 30%, means he gain the 100 minus 30% of money by selling of this article at the 340. That means it is the 70% is 340 rupees in the cost price, and you have to gain the 40% profit, means you should get the 100% plus 40 is equal to how much? It means to get the 140% you have to sell at what cost? Therefore you should take the both are taken consider here. 70% is 340, and then what is the 140% is equal to how much? So take it as the x. It is x. Now x is equal to, you should multiply which are here. It is 140 into 340, and by what do you have here? It is the 70. So we know that here we can cancel the 0 and 7 1 ja 7 2 ja nothing but 2 into 340, it is the 680. Means if we sell that article at the 680 rupees, you should gain the 40% profit. So this is the way of the doing the problem. So we can solve the problems like this very easily. And the next part we will discuss some more problems with the deep explanation and variety of problems which can be occurred in the CTET exam previously, and you should know how to solve them. Thank you for watching.